Here, heel. Here, heel. Come on, man. Right away, you can hear my neighbor's dogs barking a whole lot. And that's their right. It doesn't matter if they're barking. Toto and Gus need to behave, but it really does cause excitement. But that's okay because we're going to push these dogs past the point of excitement. And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get both dogs to learn to come to heel and a proper heel because I need them to work next to each other. And, you know, Gus is more excitable for sure. Look at the way that he's looking at my neighbor's dogs. Doesn't matter. Now, the goal is I need Toto to come towards me first and come to heel because when we heel, she's on the inside. And I need both these dogs to start picking up that they can sit next to each other, but that doesn't mean that they're going to play grab ass and shit. So this lesson here, like this isn't, I'm not planning on this going perfect. This is the first time they've done it. But see how they're sitting next to each other? They have, you know, Gus has picked this up that when I'm with Toto, that he heels on Toto and Toto heels on me. But that doesn't mean like come in here and like start sniffing Toto or licking Toto. Look at what's going on there. That can't go on. That can't go on. They need to behave. This is not a big deal. I know that there's people seeing that, oh, isn't that cute? You're looking at dogs being non-compliant when they're doing that. That's all it is. It's nothing positive. They can have a good time, but be compliant. If they're not going to be compliant, you know, we have 4 million dogs dying every year. 4 million die every year because of no training, lack of training. You know, it all deals with that. I mean, if dogs were easy to train, we wouldn't have 4 million dying. It's a problem. Dogs end up in backyards. You know, 46% of all dogs that are, you know, acquired as puppies go into the system the first year. 46. That's everything. That's across the board. It doesn't matter what it is. A Labrador, Red Heeler. Doesn't go well the first year for a reason. People get a dog. Oh, I want a dog. And then they find out, oh, man, this is so much work. It's a lot of work. People that contact me with their puppies and get their puppies trained, they're just smart. Those are smart people. They're being realistic. Yeah, they're being totally realistic. Now, what Gus and Toto are doing is, you know, it's an exercise about compliancy. They don't have to work together. I'm just making them work together because I know that if I can get through the session, it'll be easier. The second session, it'll be easier for the dog in the long run. They learn that you can't just do whatever you want, dog. You have to listen to me. You have to behave. You're living in a human world. They're doing fairly good. But make no mistake, they do start making problems. This is only 3 minutes in, and it's a 13-minute video. But I mean, they've sort of picked it up. We worked on this a little bit with Katya yesterday. And do you notice that the one tire has a Weber kettle on it? That the top of the Weber kettle? That's because Gus started going up there. And you see there's something on the other tire? That's because Toto was going up on that. So we need to make sure that the dogs know that they can function doing this, not using the targets. So I went out here knowing that this session was going to be more difficult because we're not using the targets. If the Weber kettle top wasn't on that tire, Gus would like resort to like, oh, I'm going to go up here. This is what you want me to do. No, it's not what I want you to do. That's not what I want you to do. And when we first came out here, he did exactly that. He went to the tire, and I didn't give him permission to go to the tire. So that's why the Weber kettle lid is on there. You can't expect too much. It's a dog. It's a subspecies of the wolf. Training is about muscle memory. That's it. Repetition, muscle memory, timing, meaning that as a trainer, you need to have your timing on. You have to monitor the dog. You can't just let them, oh, okay, he's going to do it. Or you can't be like, oh, look, they're having fun. They can have fun and be compliant, is my point. They can have fun and be totally compliant. It just takes time and effort, from the human, and that's the problem. So most people don't want to train the dog. They think that they can see how they're sitting. That's how I want them to be, but I don't want Gus to be like touching her all the time, egging her on, getting her in trouble. She'll egg him on too. Definitely. So I need Gus to stay, and then I call Toto at heel, and then I'm going to call Gus to heel. Sit. That's what I need them to do, but I need them to do it consistently, and they're not going to do it. They're going to start screwing up a little bit more, but like I said, this is muscle memory, and these are dogs that have quite a bit of training, so I'm going to take them longer, and at the end, at about the 8-minute mark, they do start screwing up. We quit on a high note. We end on, success, because we build on success. To the lay person, to the non-trainer, you might say, oh man, they're doing great. And they are. I'm honestly, I'm really surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised that they're doing this good. Yesterday, when we did it right at the end with Katya, and they'd already been doing some stuff, and I was like, let's just get this out of the way, Katya. Just the goal was just to have the one dog sit in the general vicinity of the other dog, and be able to call one dog and the other dog come to heel. But now it's different. They got to be sitting next to each other. It makes it totally more difficult. And remember, there's the dogs next door that are barking the whole time. It's their right to bark. Gus needs to still behave. You'll see Gus looking over there at times. He needs to be paying attention to me. He needs to totally pay attention to me. That's it. Now, Toto left before I told her to, and then Gus screwed up too. So I'm watching these two. Look at what they're doing. They're fucking around. That's not what we're supposed to be doing, dogs. It doesn't matter that there's a huge distraction very close to them. There's dogs that are just barking their heads off at them. That doesn't matter. There's a lot of distractions in life, and it doesn't matter. You still need to be compliant, dog. So I am closer. I am a little closer because I'm just trying to get success here, and I know that it's starting to become an issue. But we're gonna push past this point of excitement. And once we do that, listen. Tomorrow or the next session, it's gonna be easier. It is. It's gonna be easier. And the following day, and the fourth day, it's going to be super easy, and we're going to be able to have both dogs that sit at heel, and they'll be able to do honoring with retrieving. It's not going to be a problem. You can't always expect it to go perfect. Don't. But you also have to make sure that you're getting success with the dog. If you don't get success with the dog, you're not going to get anywhere training the dog. And see what Gus is doing. He is totally fucking around. Watch these two at this. Look at this point. Look at Toto. She's egging him on. He's sniffing her. He's wagging his tail. He's really trying. He's trying hard to get her to. She stayed sitting though. She did. It doesn't matter, Gus. Quit fucking around. It's a gregarious male Labrador. Look at Toto come into heel. Sit. Let's see how Gus does here. Gus is barrels in. Not real good, but he did sit. It doesn't matter if it's not. It doesn't have to be perfect in this session. We'll tighten up everything as we go. Look, see, Gus is moving. I make Gus go back. Go back and sit down where you were, douche. If I would let him just keep coming towards me, see what Toto was doing? She's egging him on. You have to send that message to the dog. No, you do it my way. Do it my way. Now, notice the stick that's in my hand. That is a sunflower stick stalk. It's a sunflower stalk, and they're very light. Now, I'll use it as a healing stick. It's not used to hit the dog. I'll use it to point with. You can tap the dog with it, but you don't hit the dog with anything. It's the same thing as a healing stick. You can buy those at a dog training store, but online. But this is longer. And since I have Gus and Toto, I'm using a longer healing stick essentially. As a matter of fact, I tend to like these sunflower stalks better than healing sticks. It's the best thing I've found so far. They're super light, and it can be used just like a healing stick. So Gus was coming towards me again. I'm gonna take Toto back, and they got to do this over again. They got to get their shit together. Look at Toto. Look at what she's doing. She's egging him on. Look at Gus. It's not playtime. I'm sending them a bunch of shit right now. You better knock that crap off. Sit. No, sit. No, sit, Gus. He needs to sit down. He needs to behave. There's a time for everything. This is not the time to be doing this. And we have worked long. We're at about 10 and a half minutes. We got about another minute and a half to go. And what I'm looking for is to end on a high note. I need them both to do it right. And for the next minute, I don't think they do it right. But I'm not going to quit until they do it right. See, Gus is screwing up. If I would quit now, the dogs, oh, this is how it's supposed to be. You know, I just do it half-ass however I want. No, that's not it. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I'll take that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Now, I need Gus to stay sitting. Toto to come in to heal. Oh, see, Gus screwed up. I think I'm pulling Gus in anyway. You know, I'm just like, I think he's already coming, so I said, Gus, heal. But I'm watching Gus. I'm watching Gus each time, and I'm saying no right now. I'm saying no. No. And then I'm going to call Toto. Toto's going to come to heal. Sit. Gus moved again. We're not going to quit. We're not going to quit until he gets his shit together. The dogs are barking like mad next door. They're barking like mad. Doesn't matter. It's a distraction. It isn't an excuse to just say, oh, I'm doing... Gus, you did sort of okay. He'll do better tomorrow, but he needs to finish. We need to finish this on a high note. Let's see how he pulls in here. Look at Toto backing away from him. She's like, fuck him. He's getting me in trouble. I'm telling Gus to back up. This is a male lab, man. This notion that labs are easy to train is nonsense. They're friendly. They're friendly. That's what they are, and they're soft-mouthed. But they're not an easy dog. I've lived with labs my whole life. It's not an easy dog. You got to stay on top of them, and you have to be... You have to have a firm hand, meaning you have to use discipline, but you can't smack them. You can't cause more excitement. You'll end up with a nightmare on your hands. See, he's moving again. He's moving again. I'm like, Gus, fuck this. You need to do it right. So I'm calling Gus in to heal. And I'm really getting to the point where, now, this doesn't look too bad that he did there, but this is when he comes in this direction is when he screws up. So let's see if he can pull this off. I'm looking for him to do it right this time. I'm sending him this vibe. I'm going, you better sit and you better do this right. Toto's pulling in to heal. Real nice. We're looking for Gus to do it right. If he does it right, we're going to quit. Sit. That looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy there. That looked real good. We're going to pull Toto in and Gus in, and we're going to walk out of here at heel. It was a successful lesson.